Welcome to your stands prep practice. Come on into your plank pose, pulling the belly button into the spine, hands directly underneath the shoulders. Focusing here in this pose, we're going to create some Agni in the body, some fire in the belly. Go ahead and focus on the breathing, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the nose. Clear the mind and get ready for a practice prepping for handstands. Coming into your downward facing dog now. Heels reaching towards the floor, shoulders away from the neck. Again, breathing deeply here. Let's start by warming up the spine. Always important. Inhale, rolling through the body, coming forward into plank position. Let the hips sink a little if you want to. Exhale to down dog. Inhale again, rolling through the spine, curving the spine. Come into that plank pose. Exhale, pressing back. And then inhale, coming back forward. You can take out the roll if you want to or keep it going. Exhale back. Inhale, coming forward. And then exhale, reaching back. Inhale, coming forward, warming up the arms and the shoulders as well. Pushing back to that down dog. Inhale, coming forward. Holding here. And then dropping to the knees. Adjusting the hands, finding your place for cow pose. Exhale to cat. Inhale, reaching up to that cow pose, arching the spine. Exhale to cat. Coming to a flat back. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Coming to a flat back, extending back into your down dog. Let the right toes curl under, stretching the top of the foot, pressing that left heel down. Opposite foot, left toes over. Right heel pressing into the floor, stretching the top of the foot. Into your down dog. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Another breath here. And exhale. Hanging out, finding your down dog, feeling good, walking the feet up, coming into a nice garland malasana pose here, opening up the hips, creating a nice long spine. Chest is open and forward. Then reaching the arms out to the side, fingertips to the corner of the mat, pressing against the inside of the knee, and then folding over, chin to the chest, curving the spine, belly button pulled into the spine, keeping that Agni, that fire. And then extending up, toes pointing forward, half back extension, inhale, shoulders away from the ears, and then exhale, folding down. Walk the feet together. Coming into a nice standing forward fold Uttanasana, reaching down, opening up the hamstrings. Inhale, half back extension. Exhale, folding forward. Left knee bent, right arm reaches up to the sky, opening up the IT band along the outside of the leg, reaching the arm forward and down. Coming to the opposite side, right knee bent, left leg straight, extending that left arm up, opening the chest. And then exhale, bringing that arm down, back to the mat, standing forward fold once again. Coming to wherever's comfortable, rolling all the way up. Rolling the shoulders down and back, opening up the chest. Inhale, lifting the arms up to the sky, taking a slight back bend, very small at first. Reaching back, extending the spine. And then bending the elbows, hands to the nape of the neck, just opening the triceps. And then extending the arms back behind you, swan dive forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, half back extension. Exhale, folding forward. Walking the hands to the top of the mat. Coming to a nice tricep. Half push up here, engaging the arms. Exhale, sinking back into your Uttanasana. And then coming down to chair pose, Utkatasana. Again, belly button into the spine. Knees don't go over the toes. Sit down in that invisible chair. Get the fire going in the legs. This is all about getting energy ready for those stands. Good. Stepping to the top of your mat. Adjusting the toes, spreading the toes. Inhale, feet are together. Again, let's do another tricep stretch. Hands to the nape of the neck. Inhale, reaching. Grabbing opposite elbows behind the head. This is going to open up the arms as well. A different sensation coming through the shoulders and the biceps. Inhale, standing or forward fold. Extend that left leg back to your runner's lunge, dropping the left knees and toes. Inhale, opening the arms and chest. Exhale, stepping back to down dog split. Right leg extended back and away. Hips are square. The toes are reaching to the back of the room. And then coming forward, chaturanga down. Inhale, up dog. Open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. And extending that left leg down dog split. Again, hips are square, reaching those toes to the back of the room. Think about lengthening the leg out rather than extending it up. It's not going to be as high. And then bring that left leg forward. Dropping the right knees and toes, opening up the arms, hands to the mat. In that runner's lunge, step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, rising up, arms to the sky, slight back bend, a little bit deeper this time. Exhale. Coming through, maybe rolling out the ankles, the feet, the toes, whatever might need some space. Bringing the heels together, opening the feet wide. And then extending the arms down to the floor. Different sensation coming up through the hamstrings. And then start to sit back for that Achilles tendon stretch. You can place the arms forward or backward. Heels are extending towards the floor, opening up the Achilles tendon. It's a great balance check here as well. And then sitting all the way down to the buttocks, coming up into Navasana boat pose. Here's where you can play around. Take the arms wherever you want to. Maybe you reach them out forward. Maybe you straighten the legs. Just breathing here, belly button pulled in. Continue to breathe through the nose. And then grabbing the feet, extending up if you want to here. Another balance challenge. It's always fun to play around with this pose. Maybe opening up the legs if you want to a little. Yeah, keeping the chest coming forward, that's going to help with the balance. And then coming to a little Baddha Konasana en l'air, if you will, in the air. This feels really good for the inner thighs as well as another fun balance. Coming back up to that Navasana pose now. And then folding forward, Baddha Konasana. Release the inner thighs, the hips. Hang out here. Just breathing. Clearing the mind, letting it go to a place of peace and fun. Let's do some more ab work here, extending back, keeping the spine as straight as you can here. So inhale, lifting up, exhale, sinking back. Come as far back as you can while keeping the integrity of the spine. Inhale, let's come into a little twist, and exhale. Inhale as you rise up, exhale as you come back. Inhale and exhale. This can get fun. You can take the arms however you want to. I always like to play with the arms. Engaging the core. This is going to be our base for our balancing and our shoulder stand, headstand, and forearm stand. I like to do a little arm swinging here. Continue to warm up the arms as well. Integral part of the stands we'll be doing today. Back one more time, arms up, and then rolling to the back, knees into the chest, releasing the abdominals. Let's grab opposite arm to opposite foot, squeeze into the chest. Feel a nice release in the tailbone, sacral spine. It's a great break here too. And then rolling up, coming back up to that boat pose. Spread the toes, the yogi toes, extend the legs, and then setting the feet to the floor. Let's come into nice Paschimottanasana. Extend the arms up by the ears, and then folding forward. Think first belly button to the thighs, so we're in a straight spine. Arms extended forward, hands grabbing wherever, and then coming to that forward fold. So then whenever you get to this, go to whatever is comfortable. Just hang out here, take a few deep breaths. Always good to warm up the entire body before you come into these stands. So now coming into that plank pose again, keeping that fire going, chaturanga down, face to the mat, hands by the shoulders, inhale rolling up, exhale rolling down. So we're doing some mini cobras here, just rolling up and then rolling down, warming up the spine a little bit more. Inhale as you come up, Exhale as you come down, remembering to keep the shoulders away from the ears. More important to keep an open neck than to rise up higher. Now coming back to plank pose, shifting through to down dog. Extending the heels towards the floor. Lifting the tailbone to the sky. Pressing into the ring finger and the thumb, extend that left leg into the sky, down dog split. Reaching away and then bringing the left leg forward into a runner's lunge, dropping the right knee and toe. Inhale. And extending the right arm over to the left for a side body stretch. Sensation coming up through the right quadricep hip flexor. And then grabbing the right leg, coming into a quadricep stretch. So I've got both arms reaching behind. This is another shoulder opener, chest opener. Do what's comfortable for you. Maybe you grab with one arm, maybe you grab with two, maybe you get funky and keep going. Taking the toes and the nook of the elbow and then reaching back for a bind. This is a great all-in-one pose, as I like to call it. You've got the quadricep, the hip flexor, the shoulders, the tricep, the back, a little bit of everything. Come gently out of that pose, a nice gentle twist, letting go of that pose, and then stepping back, downward facing dog. Rest, relax. If you need to come to child's pose, feel free to do so. It's your practice. Do what feels good for you. We're playing with the edge today. Extend that right leg up, down dog split. Again, hips are squared. This is more about reaching that right leg back and extending. Good. Bring the right leg forward, coming into that runner's lunge. Drop the left knees and left toes. Extend it, coming into that side body stretch. Left arm reaching up and over to the right. Keeping the body straight forward. Exhale, bringing the left arm back, grabbing the left leg, coming up for that quadricep stretch. Put a blanket underneath the knee if it feels a little too tweaky, if the floor is too hard. Again, breathe through these poses wherever you're at. Play with the edge, but also be able to breathe. And then have some fun with it. Finding these funky poses, these new places to put your arms and grab and a bind. It's always fun. Continue breathing here, trying to keep the face relaxed. And then slowly coming out, hands to the floor, extend that right leg back to your downward facing dog. Come to child's pose, whatever is comfortable for you. And now hopping to the front of the mat, placing the feet together. Inhale, rising up with a flat back. Exhale, arms coming down to the floor. Let's open the shoulders one more time. Grabbing the fingers behind the back, so clasping the hands, and then rolling over to an Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Let the hands fold over, coming towards the floor. Shake the head no. Release any tension from the neck, from the face. Shake it yes. Say yes, I can do this. Yes, I got this. Yes, I'm going to do these stands and I'm going to rock them today. And inhale, rising up flat back. Slowly release the hands. Extend the arms forward. And then stepping back to the middle of your mat. Going to get playful here. Again, another prep for the balances for today. The stands we're going to be doing. So these are some fun kicks that I like to do. They're fun. Get some energy going. So just hop off of that right foot. Kick the left leg into the sky and then switch it. So do however many you want to. Just kick up as high as you can. Don't be afraid. Try to let go of that fear that you're going to topple over. So keep kicking up. Now we're going to do a nice rolling of the wrist. Roll the body up. If you get lightheaded when you come up, as I often do, just stop, close your eyes, let it go a little bit, shake it out. This is a fun practice. Just want to let the body have fun, feel young, energetic. So now we're going to do the same kicks, except we're going to switch in the air. So you're going to jump off of the right leg, kick the left, then right, and land on the left. So jump off the left, or jump off the right, kick left, right. There you go, slowly roll up. Roll the shoulders down and back. Compose the body, the mind. Take a moment, collect the thoughts, and then get ready. We're gonna do the opposite side. So we're now jumping off the left, kick up the right, kick left, and then land on the right. So whichever way you decide to do it first. We're jumping off of one, kicking both. You can do low kicks. You can go higher, whatever you're comfortable with. And then coming down to the knees, buttocks sitting on the heels, extending the spine. And then coming down to a child's pose, a moment to reflect, to prepare ourselves. So always doing those kicks, it's a good way to burn some calories, get some cardio, and get the heart rate up, but also a great way to let go of some of that fear of going into any kind of stand, whether it be head, hand, shoulder, forearm. You'd be surprised at how doing something like that can really make you feel like a child again. It can make you feel fun and unafraid. So come to the belly now. Let the head rest on the mat, body rest on the mat. Become aware of how the body feels. And then extend the arms behind you. Grab the feet. We're going to come up into Dhanurasana bow pose. So lifting up on the inhale, pressing the feet into the hands. And then just breathe here. You're going to start rocking back and forth as you inhale and exhale. That's a good sign that you've got good breath going on. Just want to breathe as deep as we can. That's really going to help the body, the mind. Relax now to the mat, one cheek to the mat. This is where you might not want to get back up and finish the practice. You might just want to hang out here. You can totally do that. It's also a time to say, all right, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling warm and relaxed, ready to tackle the shoulder stands. So just breathing here. It's a nice gentle neck twist as well when you lie with the cheek on the mat. And then pushing up, standing up into your downward facing dog. I'm going to practice a fun jump through. So bend the knees and then just slowly hop, crossing the legs, coming through to sitting to boat pose. And then extending the legs out, rolling back into your shoulder stand, coming into plow pose first, placing the elbows on the floor, hands on the back, and then lifting the legs up to the sky. You can bring the legs into the body first, into a ball, and then extend them up. You can play around with the legs here. It's always fun to try different things. Maybe extend one leg to the sky, other leg back down, over the head to the floor. Kind of a half plow, half shoulder stand, if you will. It's really up to you. This is all about letting the blood flow back down to the heart. Going upside down is always good for the blood system, good for the thyroid, good for the mind. Slowly start to lower the legs back down, coming into plow pose, and then gently unroll the shoulders, slowly rolling back down to the floor, to Shavasana, legs extended out to the floor. And then prepping to come into Matsyasana fish pose. This is a great counter pose. I love this pose. So you're going to extend the legs out. Maybe take you a moment to get into the pose. Hands underneath the buttocks, arching the back, head to the mat. Feet are flexed. And then if you want to get a little funky, if you want to advance slightly, start to extend the legs and the arms into the sky as well. It's going to be a great engager of the back, the abs. And then coming out of that pose, rolling down, releasing everything, come to Shavasana, completely let everything go. Notice how the body feels. Maybe something felt really awesome today. Maybe something was a little bit off. It's okay, just notice. That's all you got to do is notice. Roll the neck back and forth. And then inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, swinging the legs around. We're going to come into headstand prep. So if you've got rings on, you might want to turn them around, adjust them. Grab opposite elbows on the floor. And then interlace the fingers. You're going to place the head, forehead, right in front of the hands. Walk the feet up. Again, your choice on how you lift up. Extending the legs, engaging the core to come all the way up to your headstand. This is a great balance because you're engaging the arms as well. The core is helping to hold everything steady, but the arms need a lot of strength. You'll see once you get up there, try to hold it 5, 10 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes. But you'll notice when the arms get to a point of, they're a little tired, so then you got to put a little bit more effort in. Start to bring the legs down, coming into child's pose. So the counter pose for this is just basically hanging out here, maybe massaging the back of the neck. It does a lot of work as well. And just breathing here, taking it easy. Maybe you stay here in child's pose, or maybe you want to keep going to what I think is one of the most challenging balances there is, the forearm stand. There's something about it that just can be a little intimidating, but it's also really fun. So the same thing, you're going to grab opposite elbows and then just place the hands flat to the floor. Spread the fingers so you have a nice base. And then you're going to kick the legs up. Look at the floor in front of you, right between your thumbs. This is going to be a great focal point, a good drishti for you to help balance. You're going to have a little bit more of a back bend. Engage the core. Again, hold as long as you can and come back down. Maybe you just want to play around. You don't have to focus on holding it forever and a day. Just think about kicking up and finding that sweet spot. Maybe it'll take a little bit. So just kick up and balance and come back down. Kick up again. Play around with it however many times you want to. And then when you're done, come to your child's pose. So we've done some really fun stands. Just noticing how the body feels. Maybe it's got some good energy going on. And just breathe here. Coming to the middle of the mat, we'll do one last stretch. Stretching up the quadriceps in the back. Come down to the elbows if you want to. Buttocks on the heels. Knees are wide. Slowly come to the back. Just hanging out here. Breathing, letting the hip flexors and the quadriceps open up. Take one more deep breath, inhale, and then exhale, slowly start to come up. Adjusting yourself, coming into child's pose, extending the arms out. Ending the practice here in a child's pose and just breathing. Thanks for having fun with me today.